What's going on, guys? I'm back again. Tommy's Football Reviews, Talking Sports, Wearing Shorts. It is the 7th of 3rd, 2022. It is a Monday, and a Monday coming off the weekend of football. The beautiful weekend of football that it was. Lots to talk about. Lots to talk about in this one. Lots to digest. And we're just going to jump right in without any further ado. We're going to jump straight into it. No mucking around today. No mucking around tonight. We're jumping straight into the action. And specifically, the action I want to touch on tonight is Arsenal in the top 4. Can you believe it? If you would have thought at the start of the season, was Arsenal going to be in the top 4? Nobody. And I mean nobody would have picked that. I wouldn't have picked it. I don't know anybody that would have picked it. When they lost their first 3 games of the season, I think everybody thought they were done. They were finished. Get out of here. They were done. They've managed to put on some form, some consistency, and they've pushed themselves into the top 4. It's crazy. It's unbelievable. It's something we need to talk about. So let's get right onto it. So Arsenal finally creeping into the top 4. It's amazing. It's stunning to me. Mikel Arteta has done it. He has broken into the top 4. And if you really want to be honest about it, guys, I don't know if they're going to slip out of this top 4 now. I think that they're in a really good position. They've got 3 games in hand on Manchester United, 3 games in hand on West Ham, and they're above Tottenham as well. So they are in prime position for 4th spot, and it would be a catastrophic failure if they were going to throw it away from here. So all things are going great at the Emirates right now. Everything's ticking along for Mikel Arteta and his young side. And you've got to be honest about it, you've got to give a pat on the back to Mikel Arteta. It looked like for all money at the start of the season when he went through a bad patch and a couple of games they dropped here and there, especially at the start of the season when they lost 3 in a row, his head was on the chopping block. Everybody thought that Arteta was gone. I thought he was gone. I thought he should have gone. I'll be honest. Flat out, should have gone. I was like, there's no way this guy can get this team back. I thought that he lost the dressing room. I didn't think they had enough quality players. I thought that they were done. And out of all of those teams that are running for the top 4, I thought that Arsenal were going to be the furthest away from it. But then they just started to get a bit of belief. They got 1 game behind them. Then they got 2. Then they got 3. And they started to win some games consistently. And what they've done better than the likes of Man United and better than the likes of West Ham is they've beaten the teams that they should beat. So Arsenal don't have a good record against the top 6. That's pretty evident. I think we could all say that that's pretty clear. They struggle against the top 6 sides. But below that, they're beating the teams that they should beat. And ultimately, that's what you've got to do if you want to get yourself into the top 4. Now, the crazy thing about this is, and I don't think anybody's really aware of this, if they win their game in hand, they've got a game in hand on Chelsea. If they win that game in hand, they are level points with Chelsea. It is astounding to me. Like, I can't believe where Arsenal have come from. They've just come from nowhere. They're really, really close, and it's unbelievable to turn around. So let's really jump in to have a look at where Arsenal's fortunes have really started to rise, where they started to turn around, where the good things are coming out of the club. Because you've got to give them a pat on the back. You've got to give them the credit where it's due. You've got to give Arteta his cherry, so to speak. I'm just going to start with the young players, the young crop at Arsenal. They are playing out of this world. It's an unbelievable team. It really is. The Smith Rowes of the world, albeit he's dropped out of form a little bit. He's not hitting the ground like he used to, but he's still pretty good, especially for how young he is. Then you've got the likes of Odegaard, you've got the likes of Saka, you've got the likes, their young defence that they've got, Ben White, Tomiyasu, and then Tierney on the left-hand side, Ramsdale, the goalkeeper, the midfield, it's looking a little bit more well-rounded now. Under previous managers, particularly before Arteta, under Emery and then under Wenger, they always looked like they were unbalanced. They were good in one area but not good in another. And there's nothing world-class about Arsenal right now, but there seems to be a little bit more of a balance. So you've got to give the kudos to the young kids. They're stepping up. Saka, unbelievable. You could argue this year that Bowen and some others have been a little bit better than Saka in that position, so him getting a start in the World Cup maybe could be up for grabs, but I don't know, after this performance against Watford, it's clear to see that at his age, what he can do is unbelievable and his talent is undeniable, and he really needs some pats on the back because that goal was phenomenal. Whew. Beautiful goal. Next thing I want to touch on is Arteta. You got to give this man a clap. You got to give him. If you're an Arsenal fan, you want to sign this man down. I think, and this is what really is a testament to me. When the chips are down and you really need to bring out a performance and you need a strong manager, he hasn't given up. At no point has Arteta decided to throw the towel in. When everybody jumped on him and questioned his performances and questions his team sheet and questions his method of playing, he's always stand firm and stand true. And you got to give him credit for that. He stuck to course. He stuck to what he believes in, and ultimately now you're starting to see the results for it. And Arsenal are a really good side. They are a good outfit. They've got 3 games in hand, and they're in 4th place. There's just no way that I can see them dropping this. I find it impossible. If Arsenal were to drop it from here, it would be a meme for the rest of their existence. 3 games clear, and they're in 4th spot already. If they were to drop it from here, that will be a forever meme. Arsenal cannot let this happen. And then a couple of final things I want to touch on. I want to touch on particularly Man United. I think West Ham I don't know if they're good enough to push Arsenal, but I think Man United were, and I think that Man United's issues and the fact that they've got a bit of sagas happening in their club with Ralph Ragnick maybe not being the guy for the job, and then Mr. Sulker, the Sulk King, Ronaldo, some people's GOAT, not my GOAT, not my GOAT. I'm telling you right now, I could see this from happening. When they signed this man, I knew it was bad business. He was going to sulk. He's not a team player, and if he has been, he's always self-orientated, and if it doesn't go his way, he kicks his toys out of the pram. He gets left out against Manchester City, and then he doesn't even want to be on the bench. He removes himself from the squad. It's a bad time at Man United, and I don't think the camaraderie is there. I think that club is in massive strife, and Arsenal are taking the benefit of that. Arsenal are saying, well, look, you know what? You're not making it happen. We're getting a bit of a confidence going right now. We're getting a bit of a roll, a bit of form, and we're just going to continue, and we're just going to sneak into that spot. Hey, if you don't want to take it, we'll fucking take it. And you got to give them credit, man. Like, they got rid of Aubameyang. They pretty much only left themselves with Lacazette and Eddie Nketiah up top, which everybody thought was fucking bananas, myself included. I thought, there's no way this team with Lacazette and Eddie Nketiah up top is going to finish in the top 4. They left themselves so short. And look, hey, they still might fucking fall out. It might happen. I don't think it will. But to leave yourself that short, you're taking a gamble. But it seems to be working for Arteta, and you've just got to give him their credit. You know, being a Liverpool fan, I don't really care too much where people fall. I just don't want Man United to ever be in the top 4 or ever win the league. That's it. But I digress. In terms of Arsenal, I never have problems with Arsenal or Chelsea or anything like that. I don't really care where they finish. But it's just nice to see a team like Arsenal, a young team, a used-to-be football giant, a regular staple in the top 4. It's just nice to see them doing well again when nobody gave them a chance. So I really want Arsenal to finish in the top 4. I think they can. They've pulled it around. Unbelievable. Credit to Arsenal. Guys, if you like this video, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. And if you think I'm right, leave your comments down below. Where do you think Arsenal are going to finish this year? Top 4? You think they're solid now? Or do you think somebody else is going to sneak in there? Let me know. Do you think Man United could pull it together? I don't think so. I think they're done. But yeah, that's it for this one, guys. Hope you liked it. Do all the good stuff, and we'll see you next time on a Tommy's review. See you later, guys.